here. I haven't been live in a minute, but this is pretty big news in the NBA. Pretty big news in the NBA. My Cleveland Cavaliers have aspirations of lifting another banner. Maybe have aspirations of getting LeBron James back next season. It doesn't look like LeBron James is going to be with the LA Lakers anymore past this season. The Cleveland Cavaliers, Kobe Altman, makes the move to get James Harden to the land. Let's go. I'm loving this. I'm loving this trade. And the sentiment I'm getting from a lot of Cleveland, what's up, man? Happy Tuesday. What's up, man? How you doing? The sentiment I'm getting from a lot of Cleveland Cavaliers fans is that they don't like this move. This is what happens with a lot of Cleveland fans. A lot of Cleveland fans, they get attached to players and they don't like change. Okay, we see this with all of the teams in Cleveland. We see this with the Guardians. We see this with the Browns. We see this with the Cavaliers. You get attached to your players and you don't apply the proper logic, okay? You emotional about the decisions made by the owners and the general managers of these teams. They're trying to get better. And if I'm the Cleveland Cavaliers, did you get better trading Darius Garland away? I believe you did. Why do I believe that? Well, I believe that with the core four, that your ceiling was the second round of the playoffs. That's just what I feel. Okay? In the last 3 seasons, the Cleveland Cavaliers have either got knocked out in the second round of the playoffs or the first round of the playoffs. So if you're trying to mix something up, you're trying to get to the conference finals and beyond, and you were pat and staying put with the team you had, then don't make the trade. But if you're Kobe Altman, and what's up? Hello there. What's up? Hey, what's up? What's up? I ain't been live in a minute. What's up? My mod coming through. I ain't even say I was gonna go live, but pretty big news, Michael. Pretty big news. Darius Garland. Oh, sorry, I can't stay long. I have to go back. Hey, man, ain't no problem, man. I ain't even know I was gonna go live. To bed. Oh yeah, it is like, well, it's 9:30 over there in Ohio. So yeah, that would be an appropriate time to go to sleep if you're not a night owl like myself. I work overnight, so my night is just getting started. So I'm fired up. But yeah, hey, like this video. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. But yeah, let's get into this, man. Yeah, 9:34. Let's get into this. Darius Garland traded to the LA. I'm loving it. I'm loving it because the core four, they're ceiling. The core four ceiling was the second round of the playoffs. Okay? All right, I'll see you in the next one. I appreciate you, Maya. I appreciate you. The core four, their ceiling was the second round of the playoffs. You can't deny that or avoid that fact. Okay? I don't mind them trading away Deontay Hunter either. They traded Deontay Hunter and they got Keon Cole and they got Dennis Schroeder, who is one of the best backup point guards in the league. So your whole backcourt is almost new. Pretty much your whole point guard unit is new. That's fine with me. You got Lonzo Ball just, as your emergency point guard. I don't mind Dennis Schroeder being your backup. I don't mind James Harden being your main go-to guy. James Harden, and actually, I don't think Donovan Mitchell, he was linked to liking James Harden. I don't think this trade happens if Donovan Mitchell doesn't green light it, doesn't tell Kobe Altman, yeah, I like this. And there are rumors pertaining back to the last couple seasons about the culpability of Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell. So, I mean, I don't know if there's friction between those two, but it's been coming out that, the past couple years that, I don't know if there's friction between those two, but that there were trade rumors with Darius Garland in the past couple of seasons. There have been trade rumors with Jared Allen linked to other teams. So, yeah, I don't think this is the last trade for the Cleveland Cavaliers. I believe the trade deadline is on the 5th at 3 Eastern time, 12 Pacific. What's up, Ava? Hey, like the video while you're at it, while you're here. Yeah, I don't believe this is the last trade that the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to have. I think it could be very similar to when LeBron James is here. Like, they constantly turned over the roster. Look, man, if you are not content with how your season is going. If you're a Cleveland Cavaliers fan, you cannot be content on how the season is going. The Cleveland Cavaliers should be a 1 seed right now. I have categorized the Cleveland Cavaliers as the best mediocre team in the NBA. What do I feel about them now? I still believe they're the best mediocre team in the NBA. But they got better trading away a guy who has foot problems. They traded away a guy who was not available really in the playoffs, as opposed to somebody in James Harden who is at least available in the playoffs. He's an ox. He is a guy who hasn't played well in the playoffs, but he has been available. Darius Garland hasn't even been available in the playoffs. So, hey, sure, yeah, Darius Garland's 10 years younger than James Harden. But you cannot, if you're a Cleveland Cavaliers, you cannot tell me with a straight face that you think that Darius Garland, to a man, is a better player than James Harden. I'm just saying, there is no universe where Darius Garland is a better player than James Harden. So you make that trade. It's real simple. You make that trade, and that's what they did. They made the trade. They pulled the trigger. They said, hey, we made a mistake on that DeAndre Hunter trade. We got him up out of here too. Darius Garland, you often injured. We got you up out of here, and this firmly puts the Cleveland Cavaliers in a win now mode, and I don't mind that. Put some pressure on Dan Gilbert. Put some pressure on Kobe Altman. Put some pressure on Kenny Atkinson. Put some pressure on these guys. There's banners up there. The Cleveland Cavaliers are a good organization. Okay, they're a good organization. They've been consistently good throughout their history. They were good in the early 90s. They were bad. Then they got LeBron. Then he left. They got bad. LeBron came back. They was good. LeBron left again. They were able to build through the draft. They acquired pieces in Donovan Mitchell. And now they're good again. The Cleveland Cavaliers overall are a good organization. This is not the Cleveland Browns we're talking about. The Cleveland Cavaliers, they have continuity. They have structure in place. They are a well-run organization, okay? It's not the Cleveland Browns. It's the Cleveland Cavaliers. They are a well-run organization. I like this move. I don't like it. I love it. I love it because I believe that James Harden is a better player than Darius Garland, straight up. Hey, like this video, get the likes up. Hey, if you have not subscribed to this channel, subscribe to KSK Sports, all right? I'm bringing you Cavs content. We're getting closer. We're getting deep in the NBA season. I'm going to give you much more NBA content. We're getting away from football. I'm still going to get y'all some Shador content out there. Cleveland Browns content and Cleveland Cavaliers content as well. But yeah, we're focusing on the Cleveland Cavaliers right now because there was a huge trade in the NBA pertaining to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland Cavaliers trade away Darius Garland to the LA Clippers. The LA Clippers in return, they send James Harden in a second-round pick to the Cleveland Cavaliers. I like this. And look, Jared Allen, he can get traded too. I'm keeping the only two people that's not tradable for me is Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley. I'm going to keep that too. I'm going to keep those two. If I could trade Jared Allen away, if I could trade him away to the Lakers, maybe. It's not out of the realm possibility that the Lakers and Cavs might trade. Don't be surprised if LeBron James gets traded. It's probably not going to happen. LeBron James generally doesn't. I mean, he's the greatest player of all time. I don't think a trade is going to happen with that. I think LeBron's going to play out his contract. Plus, he has a no trade clause, so I don't think that's going to happen. But stranger things have happened. We saw last year around this time, Luka Doncic got traded at like midnight to the Lakers from the Mavericks. And also, hey, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Speaking of that trade, the Cleveland Cavaliers have been linked to players like Anthony Davis, Giannis Antetokounmpo. I don't think this is the last trade that's going to be made by the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think Kobe Altman is cooking right now. He's cooking. He's ethering up something. And look, something's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. I think this trade deadline is going to be dynamic. All right, it's going to be dynamic. It's going to be something that happened. Giannis is going to get traded. Somebody we don't know is going to be traded. Jared Allen might be traded from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Been a while since. It's been a minute. But I ain't been live the last couple weeks. I was like, no, I'm cool, man. But I had to hop on live right now, man. I had to hop on live. Cleveland Cavaliers. Big trade in the NBA pertaining to my Cleveland Cavaliers. James Harden. Hey, what you think about that move? Lulu, what do you think, man? What you think? Good move by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Bad move. James Harden, Cleveland Cavalier now. Man, look, man, I might have to get that number 1 James Harden, man. I don't get a lot of jerseys, but that number 1 James Harden, I might have to get me a number 1 James Harden jersey, man. I'm just saying, man. I might get one of those shirt jerseys, but yeah, I'm thinking about. I think I might have to get me a James Harden little shirt jersey, but yeah, man, it's crazy. It is crazy. Hey, like the video. Subscribe if you have not subscribed to the channel. I'm just talking about NBA trade, huge NBA trade. The Cleveland Cavaliers trade Darius Garland to the Clippers. The Clippers ship out James Harden and a 2nd round pick. Huge deal in the NBA, man. It's just crazy, man. I'm flabbergasted. What I'm gathering from a lot of Cleveland Cavaliers fans, and I mean, I don't mean to say this about like Cleveland sports fans in general, but look, to be a championship team, you have to make bold moves. So if the status quo is not getting you a championship, what do you think the Cleveland Cavaliers should do? I understand people, they get emotionally attached to players. I ain't emotionally attached to people. It just is what it is. Like, if the Cleveland Browns, they traded Shedeur Sanders, I mean, I'll be pissed about it. I'll be upset. But at the end of the day, I'm a Browns fan over being a Shedeur Sanders fan. That's just what it is. So I'm not going to be emotionally attached to just one player over the team. So when it comes to the Cleveland Cavaliers, I'm not going to be over emotional about the team. I see the team dynamic. I see that they're, I think, 29-20 on the season. I'm seeing that it seems like they only have a 2nd round ceiling for their team. So with that said, all that being said, why would I stay pat with a team, a core 4 unit, whose ceiling is the 2nd round of the playoffs? Why would I then not proceed to try to win now? Okay, the goal, if you have a good team, is to win a championship. You are in win now mode. This is a win now decision by the Cleveland Cavaliers, and I'm all with it. It's like, hey, we going for it this year, and we gonna get LeBron next year, and we gonna try to get a ring next year too, because the East is wide open this year. The Cavs are swinging for the fences. There is not a team out in the East that is head and shoulders above. The last couple years, it was Boston who was head above everybody else. But, last season, Indiana, they was able to sneak in because Boston, Jason Tatum tore his Achilles. So there's a team able to sneak in. Now Jason Tatum, he's out with the Achilles. Tyrese Halliburton out with the Achilles. The last 2 Eastern Conference champions, Boston and Indiana, both of their star players are out. Even though Boston is playing commendable basketball this year, Jaylen Brown has really stepped up and playing MVP ball this year. I still think the East is up for grabs. I still think, Cleveland got something to say about this. And this is a win now move by the Cleveland Cavaliers. I like it. Actually, I don't like it. I love it. Okay, I love this move by my Cavaliers. If you don't like it, man, you're not a fan of basketball. James Harden is unequivocally a better player than Darius Garland. Darius Garland, 26. Sure, he's younger than James Harden, but he don't stay healthy. There's always something the matter with Darius Garland when it gets to the playoffs. He got a toe injury. He got an eye messed up. He got this wrong. He got a bruise here. He got a bruise there. That's what happens when you slide a frame in the NBA. James Harden is an ox. He don't get injured. He don't miss games. So he's very reliable. You just got to worry about if James Harden going to show up in the biggest moments, which he hasn't. But I want him to see if he can show up and prove everybody wrong that, James Harden can lead the team to the NBA Finals. Or he could be a catalyst. He could be a main component. Because he had a team in 2018. The Cleveland Cavaliers probably should have faced off against James Harden's Houston Rockets team. But Chris Paul hamstring just hampered that for James Harden. I would like to see James Harden play in the NBA Finals. He's one of the all-time greatest players of all time. So it would be nice to see James Harden in a final setting. I mean, he was kind of close with the Brooklyn Nets. He was kind of close with the Rockets, but just bad luck has always struck James Harden. But I mean, also his play hasn't been great in the postseason. He still averaged 22 points in the postseason. It's not like he's averaging 15 points. I mean, people act like he ain't out there still averaging 20 points in the playoffs. I mean, he's still out there hooping and balling, but it's not to the level of the regular season, and that is an issue and problematic. But hey, he's better than Darius Garland. So I'm with it. I like it. I love the move. All right. I think I'm going to cut the live right there. I just want to hop on real quick. I'm at 16 minutes. Hey, I appreciate y'all. Like and subscribe KSK Sports. I appreciate everybody hopping on live, but I just want to hop on real quick, just real live, and say hi to some of y'all. But yeah, KSK Sports rolling out. Like and subscribe. Go Cavs. Peace.